California, August 1977. A triumphant moment in screen history. To the world-famous Chinese theater come the stars of the biggest box office success in motion picture history.
I just got out of freaking Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi, and holy donkey dick did that movie suck.
This movie sucked ape nuts.
I'm so upset I can't even talk about it. I can't. I'm just like, I don't even, oh man.
Star Wars Last Jedi is officially the worst Star Wars film I have ever seen in my entire life.
Jokes in this important and moment we have been waiting 2 years for. Yeah, no, he's just like,
great job, Ray. Excellent move. Well done, you. So
these films now are being made by children.
After 37 years without use, the thrusters on NASA's Voyager 1 successfully fired up for the first time. It's giving new hope to the agency's most versatile spacecraft. Trinity Chavez reports tonight.
40 years ago, two Voyagers began their odyssey into space. After 37 years of inactivity, NASA engineers have managed to fire up the backup thrusters of Voyager 1, humanity's farthest and longest-lived spacecraft.
I think none of us knew when we launched 40 years ago that anything would be working for such a wonderful long journey.
Sent into space on September 5th, 1977, Voyager 1 was launched 16 days after its twin, Voyager 2.
And we have liftoff.
The spacecraft was meant to study the outer reaches of the solar system as a part of the Voyager program. And despite its vast distance, it still communicates with NASA to receive routine commands and return data.
We still communicate with the Voyagers. They send us signals every day.
what?
I don't even have one good fucking thing to say about this movie. It is just rancid diarrhea.
It just fills me up with so much rage inside of my body that it starts lighting my brain cells on fire.
This part, I was like, oh my god, what am I watching?
Anyone could check out the most basic data it transmits in real time on the website. We had a look for ourselves and found that it's moving at more than 56,000 kilometers per hour.
Movie is trash, bruh. This is a whack, trash, garbage movie, and I can't believe what Disney did to.
And it travels some 1,400,000 kilometers through space each day.
I knew this was going to be bad from the second the opening crawl finished.
Spoiler warning, 3, 2, 1. Holy.
And even traveling at the speed of light, the signal took approximately 17 hours to travel from NASA to Voyager 1 in interstellar space. After decades of inactivity, NASA engineers managed to fire up the backup thrusters of the spacecraft. According to NASA, these thrusters fire in tiny pulses or puffs, lasting mere milliseconds to subtly rotate the spacecraft so that its antenna points to our planet. The Voyager team is now able to use 4 backup thrusters that haven't been used since 1980.
Which looked like something from the prequels. It was like really, really CGI. And
if you write a script that is so flawed, that is so disrespectful, that it might as well be a giant slap in the face.
It's a joke.
The transmitters on the Voyager spacecraft are slightly over 20 watts, about what your refrigerator light bulb would give off.
Again, what?
That was just one of the cringeworthiest scenes I've ever seen. And that was another problem that really kind of hammered it home to me, that this is not the movie I thought it would be.
So when the signal crosses that vast distance to us, the strength of the signal is 1/10 trillionth of a billionth of a watt.
There's so many plot holes and things that don't make sense.
Oh, man, I feel like it was sloppy writing. It really was sloppy writing.
It was terrible storytelling. Nothing happens. There's no character development.
which is the equivalent of 1 divided by 10 with 21 zeros after it.
According to NASA, with the thrusters that are still functioning after decades without use, they will be able to extend the life of the Voyager 1 spacecraft by 2 to 3 years. After 40 years, NASA's twin Voyager spacecrafts are still going strong and still sending home information about the galaxy and beyond.
This movie has flaws way from beginning to end.
Where it falls apart is the most important thing, the story.
This movie is like 12 people wrote scripts, they put them all in a blender, and only kept the shitty parts.
There was literally like 7 different freaking plots going on at once.
They just try to like push the jokes on anyone and everywhere, and I don't get it. Why?
I don't understand why they went so far out of their way to push out their base of fans.
That's the movie.
This movie. This movie. Are you serious?
I just left disgusted. I was pissed.
You learn nothing. Nothing gets moved forward. People are dying left and right, and it just doesn't matter.
Disney magic! There's no more Star Wars! There's no more Christmas! It's ruined!
It's only a movie. And if you think you're going to go into the movie and recapture your childhood, you're setting yourself up for disappointment.